AZT, Legoland, and the Tiger King are all on this day. Welcome back to On This Day. Today's date is March 20th, 2021. It is the 79th day of the year. We got 286 days left in 2021. It's also the 12th Saturday. We got 323 days until the next Super Bowl, which will actually be in Los Angeles, California. If you're familiar with Los Angeles, they have a new stadium where Hollywood Park used to be. And I believe the Rams and the Chargers both play there now. Today is International Day of Happiness. International Day of Happiness seeks to celebrate and promote world happiness as a fundamental human goal. Makes sense. It recognizes the need for an inclusive, equitable, and balanced approach to economic growth. That's from their website. International Day of Happiness was established in 2012 by the UN General Assembly. It is observed annually on March 20th. All right, let's see what else March 20th has given us. Now I'm going to screw this first one's name up pretty good, so bear with me. 1913, Song Chio-jen, the founder of the Chinese National Party, is wounded in an assassination attempt and dies 2 days later. 1922, the USS Langley is commissioned as the first United States aircraft carrier. Yeah, first complete aircraft carrier. 1952, the U.S. Senate ratifies the security treaty between the United States and Japan. Yeah, took a while to get around to that one. 1987, the Food and Drug Administration approves the anti-AIDS drug AZT. This was the first of, a few that helped people suffering from AIDS and HIV and stuff like that. And it was all over the news through the 80s. If you're younger than born in the 1970s, you probably have no idea about this, but it was a pretty scary time, and when this drug came about, it showed a glimmer of hope for a lot of people. Not just the people affected with it, but their families and people that were worried they'd get it. I mean, we all thought we were going to get it eventually. $1999, Legoland, California. The first Legoland outside of Europe opens in Carlsbad, California in the US. This was a great place. I took my kids there a couple days after it was open, and if you have kids that are under the age of 14, something like that, they say it's for 15-year-olds. If they're under 14, 12, 11, on down, it's a great place. The parks are marketed to families with children 15 and under, like I'd said, and although the attractions include a number of roller coasters, the roller coasters are not numerous and they're not extreme like other parks that you'd find like the Six Flags types. They're pretty mellow roller coasters, but they're still fun. There's a great emphasis on rides suitable for younger children, so it's got a lot of things for little kids. Legoland Parks are split into various areas, which is consistent with the chain's parks. For example, all 6 of the parks include a Lego Miniland, a model village, which includes models of landmarks and scenes from around the world. And they're all made from millions of genuine Lego bricks. This place is insane when you see how good these people are at making these things. It's just mind-boggling. I can't even build a little square house without some kind of frustration. 2003, the invasion of Iraq. In the early hours of the morning on March 20th, the United States and 3 other countries, the UK, Australia, and Poland, begin military operations in Iraq. And it goes, pretty smoothly. I remember this. They were gonna, send us back with our tails between our legs. Didn't happen. 2015, a solar eclipse, equinox, and a supermoon all occur on the same day. That's like a hat trick of things to look in the sky at. Movies released on March 20th, 2020. Just last year, we got The Tiger King. None of us will ever be the same again. If you watch this show, you can now take comfort in knowing that no matter how weird your family is and the people you know are, there's nothing compared to this freak show that is The Tiger King and Carol Baskin and all these wild animal collectors. They're just a bunch of freaks. That show, in the middle of the pandemic starting, everyone's talking about this and the pandemic, and what's funny is in the beginning, we couldn't quit talking about the Tiger King and Joe Exotic. I remember Joe Exotic, back in 2016. He actually made some YouTube videos where he was putting his hat into the ring for the presidency. Yeah, and he's all, I'm going to be straightforward. I am a gay man. That's how he started off his YouTube thing. He goes, I've had several lovers that are men, including one black one. He just went on and said all these things. He goes, I don't want to surprise anyone with this. He goes, there's some bitch, Carol Baskin, down in Florida that has a judgment against me and I owe her some money. He just went on and on. He goes, but that's me, Joe Exotic, and I'm running for president. It was the weirdest video I've ever seen. Born on March 20th to today. 2 people I really, think highly of. 1928, Fred Rogers is born, American television host and producer. We all know him as Mr. Rogers. Sadly, he died in 2003. If you haven't watched the movie where Tom Hanks plays Mr. Rogers, it's really worth watching. I'd suggest that one. Also born on March 20th, 1976, Chester Bennington, American singer, songwriter, producer, and actor. He was the lead singer, one of them, for the band Linkin Park. And he was extremely talented. I never met the man, but everything I've read, everything I've seen, he was just a wonderful guy. And he sadly took his own life about 3 miles from where I grew up. It's pretty sad. Died in 2017 on July 20th. Died on March 20th, 2020, just last year, Kenny Rogers, American singer. Rogers was particularly popular with country music audience, but also charted more than 420 hit singles across various genres. Now, contrary to urban legend and stories you hear, he did not die choking on a piece of chicken from one of his restaurants. He died at the age of 81 due to natural causes while in hospice. So yeah. He didn't choke on his Kenny Rogers chicken. I don't even know if there's any Kenny Rogers restaurants anymore. I'm looking that up right now. So I looked it up. Apparently there's none left in the United States, but they have 156 worldwide. All right, that's today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you got some information out of it. Now go out, have a successful day. We'll see you Monday.